Hey guys, this is Brennan from MBL Worship, and I'm excited to share with you guys the heart behind the song See You Right from the Restoring Eden album.
We're in the road with the King of Kings.
So the burden for this song started with an encounter that I had with the Lord actually at Upper Room. Micah Miller was preaching on this woman from Luke 7 and the posture of her heart that she had before the Lord versus the posture of the Pharisees' heart. And he was just talking about the way that the emerging church is coming is going to look like this woman. And so it really just gave language to this burden that I've been having for my generation to see Jesus rightly. When I had that encounter with the Lord, we were on the very first summer of our outreach tour called Every Heart. And so after that, we came back and did another year of Met by Love. And I carried this conviction really into everything that we were doing. Every single worship night, we would talk about Luke 7 and how we want to carry this heart posture of the sinful woman and want to see Jesus rightly. And really just wanted to give us a song for our community that communicated the heart posture that we want to have every single time we step into a Monday night. And so we say this every single time. When we enter into his presence, we don't want to enter in greedy. We want to enter in with praise, with thanksgiving, with something to offer him. Because, every time we come in thinking that it's all about us, we're already taking for granted the presence of Jesus. And so this whole song is about okay, we're going to start by giving Jesus something. And that's what this woman did. She realized who she was in the room with, and she poured out her everything at the feet of Jesus. And we see later on in that story, but that actually positioned her heart to be met with exactly what she needed in that moment. And it says that Jesus said her sins were forgiven, and she never even once asked for her sins to be forgiven.
We're in the road with the King of Kings. My eyes are fixed upon you, holy.
So in the first verses, we say this phrase over and over again, that we're in the room with the King of Kings. And we really say it just to remind ourselves of this reality and how crazy that reality is, that we actually have access to the presence of King Jesus because of the blood of the Lamb, that we can enter in like that. And so in order to encounter him fully, we have to have a revelation of what that means, that we can enter into the fullness of joy, the fullness of peace, the fullness of healing. The realities of who Jesus are accessible to us like that. And so that's kind of what this is a reminder of, is wow, I'm in the room with the one that heaven never stops singing to. I'm in the room with the one that saved my soul. I'm in the room with the Holy One, the worthy Lamb. And so when we understand that opens up the door for us to encounter him fully, because we just believe that when we see him rightly, then we can encounter him fully.
I pour out all my oil, I wet your feet with tears. You're the one we're here for. All we want is you. The fragrance.
And so then it leads to the chorus, which says, I pour out all my oil. And it's really just getting to the point of exactly what this woman is doing and her response to the presence of Jesus. Her response to the understanding that she was in the room with the King of Kings looked like this. And so we just want to identify with that, pouring out all of our love. These are symbols of love, tears, oil, kisses. It's just man, God, we give you everything, our costly love. They say an alabaster jar was really expensive. It was her pouring out everything she owned at the feet of Jesus. And so then later on again, it goes into the verses. It says we're in the room with the King of Kings. And then we just go back and kind of just in this response. And then the bridge is kind of where it hits really hard, is the heart posture of this woman and of what we want to carry for the night. Is I might get a little messy tonight. I might dance. I might cry. And really we those words might, they're kind of important there, because we just really believe whatever response you need to have before the Lord, if it's rooted in conviction and in pure love, then that's the right response, as long as it's everything. So for some, that's dancing. For some, that's jumping. For some, that's crying. And you might read those lyrics and think man, it's all about emotions and stuff like that. And really what we believe about emotions is that they're a gift from the Lord. And as long as we're not worshiping emotions, then our emotions can be used as a tool to encounter Jesus in his fullness. And so really we're man, I might get messy, I might dance, I might cry. I want to look like this woman in Luke 7. That could mean literally, or that could mean in the heart posture of who she is.
I might dance or I might cry. I don't care what I look like. Oh, I just want to see you right.
And then it goes into, I don't care what I look like. And it's just this identifying with this woman, man, Jesus, you're the only one I'm looking at tonight. I want to respond rightly to you, not based off what other people are thinking or saying about me. And so it just says, I just want to see you right. I just want to see you right. And then that last line, and make the Pharisees see you right. And that comes straight from the story where the woman, her right response to Jesus not only positions her heart to be met with exactly what she needed in that moment, but it also forces the Pharisee to face his wrong perception of who Jesus is. And so we see that, man, a wholehearted yes, a spilled out yes, can actually confront the spirit of religion to understand that there's actually more to Jesus than just rules, religion, and going to church. That there can actually be a true, genuine relationship with Jesus that would look like this, that I would give everything, that he's actually worth giving everything for. And that's really what I just believe our generation needs is a Jesus people who are actually madly in love with Christ because they're longing and searching for an encounter with the Lord, but they look at the church and they see empty, dry, dead religion. But it's like, what if they saw the man that forced this woman to get on her knees and pour out everything? What if they saw people that saw Jesus that way? Then they would actually see him for who he truly is. And so my hope and my prayer for this song is that it would position you like this woman in Luke 7, that you would pour out everything at the feet of Jesus, that you'd come into a deeper understanding of the worth of God. And that you would get undignified, that you might cry, that you might, dance, that you might jump, you might whatever before Jesus because he's the only one you're looking at and not caring about what anybody else thinks about you other than just seeing Jesus rightly and responding to that revelation.
It's not us doing things or singing perfect songs. It's the purity of your heart. It's everything. It's your heart saying, God, I give you absolutely everything. This is my genuine, authentic praise. This is my genuine, authentic alabaster jar. It's absolutely everything.
Okay, here we go. Hey guys, I'm not happy. I am happy. I didn't look happy. Hey, camera. Good to see you again. Luke 7 so that we could sing it every... What am I saying? What's up, guys? Hello. It's me. I got this. I know I got this. Of the sinful woman, this... Dude, that threw me off. I'm sorry. What are you doing? Yeah. That's exactly what you're doing. Yeah. It's made me laugh. Here we go.